In a world where time is both a curse and a gift, Wings of Yesterday unfolds as a breathtaking emotional journey that blurs the line between fate and free will. Starring the magnetic duo, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo, this story is not just about two souls connected by destiny. It's about the echoes of love that refuse to fade, no matter how many lifetimes pass. The screen lights up with a quiet melancholy as the story opens in an abandoned airfield bathed in the golden hue of twilight. The sound of rustling wind fills the silence, brushing across old, forgotten plains that once kissed the sky. Xiao Zhan, dressed in a worn pilot jacket, stands at the edge of the runway, his gaze lost in the horizon. His character, Li Yunshen, was once a celebrated pilot, daring, poetic, and unstoppable. But something in his eyes tells a story that words cannot. Behind those eyes lie the ghosts of yesterday, and one in particular, the memory of Jiang Wei, played by Wang Yibo. Their story began years ago when both were cadets in the Air Academy. Li Yunshen was disciplined and noble. Jiang Wei was a rebel, fearless and unpredictable, yet his heart burned with passion and dreams that soared higher than any sky. The two were opposites in every sense, but fate loves contradictions. Their connection was inevitable, magnetic, two souls colliding in a storm of rivalry and unspoken admiration. The early scenes of their friendship are light and intoxicating. The camera dances around them as they race fighter jets under the burning sun, laughter echoing through the wind. The tension between them is almost electric. One moment they're teasing each other, the next, a charged silence lingers, eyes locking longer than they should. It's a kind of chemistry that doesn't need words. The audience can feel it in every glance, every breath. But Wings of Yesterday doesn't stay in the light for long. Darkness creeps in slowly, like a shadow swallowing the day. A tragic mission separates them, their team sent into the eye of a storm during a rescue operation. Li Yunshen's jet returns, battered but alive. Jiang Wei's doesn't. The radar goes silent, the skies turn black, and so does Li Yunshen's world. For years, Yunshen is haunted by that moment, the image of Jiang Wei's plane spiraling into the clouds, his voice echoing through the comms. "Don't forget the sky, Yunshen. It's where we'll meet again." The story takes a breathtaking twist when years later during an air show, Yunshen sees someone who looks impossibly familiar. A young mechanic with the same piercing eyes, the same quiet smirk. It's Jiang Wei. Or someone who looks exactly like him. Wang Yibo's portrayal of this new Jiang Wei, now called Weian, is mesmerizing. He's confident, sharp, and carries a strange warmth that unnerves Yunshen. The more Yunshen tries to distance himself, the more drawn he becomes. Every movement, every tone, every unguarded moment between them feels like a dance with destiny. The story teases the audience. Is it reincarnation, coincidence, or something divine pulling them back together? The emotional core of Wings of Yesterday lies not just in love, but in memory. How the heart remembers what the mind forgets. There's a haunting scene where Yunshen finds an old notebook in the airfield workshop, filled with blueprints of wings, mechanical designs and poetic scribbles written in Jiang Wei's old handwriting. He runs his fingers over the ink, trembling as if touching the past itself. Then one night, under a sky heavy with stars, Yunshen finally confronts Weian. The air is charged. "Who are you?" he demands, his voice trembling between hope and fear. Weian smiles faintly, eyes glimmering like moonlight. "Someone who's been waiting for you to fly again." The soundtrack swells, a soft piano that melts into soaring strings as memories flood back. Scenes flash. Laughter, rain, promises shouted over roaring engines. Time folds into itself as Yunshen realizes the truth. Jiang Wei never truly left. His soul had been reborn, not in another world, but in the same one, destined to meet Yunshen again when the skies were ready. In one of the most visually stunning sequences ever imagined, the two take flight together in twin planes, soaring over clouds painted in orange and gold. As they fly, the scene cuts between past and present, between the young cadets they once were and the men they've become. The visual storytelling is so poetic it feels like a memory unfolding in real time. The audience can almost feel the wind, the freedom, the ache of reunion that words could never capture. But Wings of Yesterday isn't just a love story. It's about healing. Yunshen learns to let go of his guilt, and Jiang Wei, now Wei En, finds peace knowing he kept his promise, to meet again in the sky. In the climax, during a thunderstorm reminiscent of the one that tore them apart, Wei En's plane malfunctions. Yunshen, desperate, calls out to him through the static-filled comms, echoing the same words from years ago. "Don't forget the sky." Lightning flashes. Silence. Then, miraculously, both jets break through the clouds into a sunrise so brilliant it feels like rebirth itself. The two planes glide side by side as the dawn spills across the sky, a visual metaphor for love transcending time and tragedy. The final scene fades to Xiao Zhan standing alone at the airfield once more. But this time his expression is peaceful. A soft wind blows, and a single feather drifts down from the open sky, Jiang Wei's wings still watching over him. As he looks up, the faint sound of laughter echoes in the wind, and the screen fades to white. The ending leaves audiences breathless, half in tears, half in awe. It's not tragedy, it's transcendence. The message is clear. Love does not end. It evolves. Souls that are meant to meet will always find their way back, even if they must fly through lifetimes to do so. Both Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo deliver performances that transcend acting. Xiao Zhan captures the heartbreak of a man haunted by love and loss, his eyes telling stories even when his lips remain still. Wang Yibo, in contrast, radiates a quiet strength and otherworldly calm that makes his every scene magnetic. Together, their chemistry creates an emotional gravity so intense it pulls viewers into their orbit. The cinematography is a masterpiece, every frame painted with symbolism. The skies shift color as emotions rise. Feathers, wings, and reflections of clouds serve as metaphors for memory and freedom. The use of silence is also powerful. There are moments where no words are spoken, yet the emotions scream louder than any dialogue could. One of the most memorable scenes comes near the end, when Yunshen visits the hangar at dusk. He opens the cockpit door and finds a single origami crane on the seat, a symbol of their shared dream to build wings that never break. The moment is intimate, heartbreaking, and beautiful beyond words. Wings of Yesterday is more than a film. It's poetry in motion. It's the kind of story that lingers long after the screen fades to black. The haunting soundtrack, the breathtaking visuals, and the undeniable chemistry between Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo make it a timeless tale of connection that defies the boundaries of reality. As the credits roll, viewers are left in silence, hearts full, eyes wet, and minds spinning. Was it fate? Was it reincarnation? Or was it simply the universe refusing to let two souls who belong together stay apart? Whatever the answer, Wings of Yesterday proves that some loves don't need explanation. They simply are. The morning sun rose slowly, bathing the silent airfield in gold. The metallic glint of the planes shimmered like memories refusing to fade, and somewhere between the rustling wind and the hum of distant engines, Li Yunshen stood. Still, quiet, lost in thought. Xiao Zhan's face, illuminated by the soft dawn, held a mix of longing and peace. He had spent years trying to forget the sky, and the man who once made it feel like home. But some bonds cannot be forgotten. Some promises echo through time. The silence broke with the sound of footsteps. Familiar, deliberate, calm. Yunshen didn't turn. He didn't have to. The air shifted. His heart already knew. "You still come here every morning," a voice said, smooth yet laced with emotion. Yunshen's lips parted slightly, a breath caught between disbelief and recognition. He turned, and there he was. Jiang Wei. Or maybe Wei En now, but that didn't matter. It was him. For a moment, time held its breath. Two figures stood in the morning light, staring at each other like ghosts who had waited centuries to meet again. "I thought you," Yunshen began, his voice trembling. "Died." Wei En smiled faintly, stepping closer. "Maybe I did. But some skies won't let you fall forever." It wasn't just a reunion, it was a collision. The air around them pulsed with a quiet energy, like lightning before a storm. The years between them vanished. Every memory flooded back. Laughter, training flights, the crash, the promise. Yunshen tried to speak, but his throat tightened. You can't just appear like this and act as if nothing happened. I'm not here to erase what happened, Wei said, his tone steady. I'm here to finish what we started. He gestured toward the hangar, to the half-built aircraft that had haunted Yunshen's dreams. The Wing 01. The same project that had cost them everything. Yunshen's jaw clenched. That plane took you away from me once. Wei Yan's gaze softened. Then let it bring me back. Those words landed like thunder in Yunshen's chest. He turned away, staring at the broken wings of the aircraft, the metal body catching the light like a mirror of his own heart. That day, without another word, they began rebuilding. The camera lingers on their movements, hands brushing, silent glances, the sound of tools echoing through the empty hangar. It's not just work, it's therapy. Each bolt tightened carries a memory. Each spark reignites something long buried. At one point, Yunshen drops a wrench, and as he bends to pick it up, their hands meet. Skin against skin, heartbeat against heartbeat. The world seems to pause. Wei Yan looks up, their eyes locking. You used to say the sky was freedom. And you used to say it was love, Yunshen replies softly. Maybe we were both right. The wind howls outside, and a sheet of light rain begins to fall, pattering against the hangar roof. The storm mirrors the tension between them, the push and pull of fate and feeling. Cut to later that night. The two sit beneath the flickering yellow light of a small lamp. The radio hums quietly in the background, the same song that played during their last mission together. A melancholic melody, soft yet piercing. Wei Yan speaks first. When I crashed, I remember nothing but silence. Then light. And suddenly I was here again, alive but not the same. I remembered you before I remembered myself. Xiao Zhan's eyes shimmer with emotion. You're saying fate brought you back? Not fate, Wei Yan says, smiling gently. Love did. That line, simple, powerful, sends shivers down the spine. The camera lingers on Yunshen's face as tears gather in his eyes. He looks away, pretending to adjust a tool, but the truth is written all over him. They continue working late into the night. Every flicker of the lamp, every hum of electricity feels alive. When Wei Yan climbs into the cockpit to test the controls, Yunshen watches him like a man afraid to blink, as if one blink might make him vanish again. Everything feels familiar, Wei Yan says from the pilot's seat, hands gliding over the controls. Maybe because it's where you belonged, Yunshen murmurs. Beat passes. Wei Yan turns to him, smiling softly. No. It's because you're here. The tension between them is unbearable, beautiful and fragile. It's not spoken love. It's something purer, deeper. Two souls remembering how to breathe in the same rhythm. Days pass. The aircraft takes shape, gleaming silver wings that catch the light like hope reborn. Their teamwork is effortless, almost telepathic. The film captures tiny, intimate details. Yunshen handing Wei Yan a tool before he even asks, the way their shoulders brush when they pass each other, the silent smiles exchanged after every small victory. Then comes the breathtaking night before the final flight. The storm returns, the same kind of storm that once tore them apart. Thunder cracks through the sky like destiny calling again. Yunshen stands by the window, staring into the rain. What if it happens again? What if I lose you, again? Wei Yan walks closer, placing a hand over Yunshen's chest. Then find me again. Their foreheads touch. The sound of the storm fades away. All that remains is the rhythm of their hearts. Morning breaks. The rain stops. The Wing 01 gleams under the sun, ready to touch the sky for the first time. The air hums with anticipation. They climb into the cockpit together. Two halves of a whole. As the engines roar to life, their eyes meet one last time before takeoff. Ready. Wei Yan grins. Yunshen nods. Let's fly. The aircraft speeds down the runway, gathering force, wind whipping across their faces. Then in one breathtaking moment, The Wing 01 lifts off. The world below fades, and the endless blue stretches before them like eternity itself. The sky opens up, dazzling and infinite. Clouds swirl around them as sunlight spills through, painting everything in gold. Do you feel it? Wei shouts over the engines. Yunshen laughs, his voice trembling with joy. Yes, it's like yesterday finally let go. The camera pulls back, showing the aircraft slicing through the clouds, two figures silhouetted against the light, free at last. In that moment, nothing else exists. No time, no pain, no gravity. Just flight. Just freedom. Just them. The final shot fades to the two standing once again on the runway after landing. The aircraft behind them gleams like a promise fulfilled. Wei looks at Yunshen, his eyes filled with warmth. This time, he says quietly, we didn't crash. Yunshen smiles, looking up at the endless blue sky. No, we flew. A feather drifts down from the sky between them, a symbol of the wings they rebuilt together, of love that never truly falls. As the screen fades to white, the final voiceover whispers, yesterday gives us our wings. Tomorrow lets us fly. Sparkles, if you loved this emotional continuation of Wings of Yesterday starring Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo, make sure to hit that like button, share this story with other fans, and comment your favorite moment below. Don't forget to subscribe for more breathtaking tales that capture the soul, stir the heart, and remind us that love, like the sky, never truly ends.